Hello, Divine Feminine, and welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to all of you. And if you're a returning subscriber, there is so much gratitude and appreciation for your continued love and support of this channel. Now, this message has found you today in the perfect divine timing of the universe. This is a channeled message for the Divine Feminine Collective today, although we will use some tarot cards for additional information as Spirit is wanting to share this very important message with you all today. Now, Divine Feminine, you've more than likely felt or are currently feeling the turbulence of your connection with your Divine Masculine. The push and the pull, the strength of the connection feeling strong sometimes and then weaker at others. Your Divine Masculine and this connection between the two of you has often made many of you wonder, why do they act this way? If they love me, why are they not showing me properly? And perhaps you're even asking yourselves or saying out loud, why are they causing problems when everything was so great in the beginning? So let's take a look at what your Divine Masculine is doing lately and get some answers for you. So I am going to shuffle the cards really quickly and see what is coming through for this message today. And I have pulled the Eight of Swords. And, well, the Eight of Swords actually does reveal the secret of their withdrawal. When they pull away, it's not because they don't feel you. It's because they feel you too much. Your love, your light is so intense and a mirror that they're not ready to face. So with the Eight of Swords, it is always a woman that's blindfolded and she is surrounded by 8 swords and she can escape at any time. All she has to do is take this giant step forward. Now, the image on this card and the meaning of this card actually suggests that your Divine Masculine is a prisoner of their own mind. There is a constant battle between their feelings and their thoughts, and it's driving them nuts. They withdraw because intimacy with you demands vulnerability, and vulnerability terrifies them. Deep within, they carry a very deep wound that hasn't healed when they met you. It had not healed when they met you, actually. And perhaps it's from childhood. Perhaps they have a wounded inner child, or from past betrayals. That becomes their inner voice, warning them that they must protect themselves at all costs, or that they are not enough, that when their true self is revealed and their flaws exposed, your love for them will evaporate. Because these illusions, fears, and insecurities have been very much part of the Divine Masculine's life for a very long time. And if they have a wounded inner child, that is a very harsh and difficult experience for the Divine Masculine. Being hurt when they were a child with their parents or whoever was their adult figure telling them that they're not lovable, that they're not good enough, that they're not worthy, that they'll never amount to anything, not getting the support and encouragement and love from their parental figures, whether it was their parents or someone else, has created a very deep emotional wound in this person. Perhaps they just have fears and insecurities. Perhaps they're commitment phobic because they've been in past relationships also that were very hurtful to them. And they need to release these fears and insecurities and let them go once and for all. But at the moment, they are a prisoner of their own mind. And they are imprisoned by these things that are creating interference in this connection. Listening to their doubts, their lack of confidence, their low self-esteem, their belief that they are not worthy of love, feeling that they're not worthy of you or this connection, or that you are going to find something out about them because you can truly see through the mask that they wear. And then once you find something out about them, that you are going to leave them. Perhaps this person has abandonment issues or rejection fears, fearing that you are going to leave them. And these are the things that they need to work through. You can't help them work through that. They have to work through this by themselves. So to the Divine Masculine, when they retreat, it's not meant as a rejection of you. It's a protective measure to shield them from a pain of being rejected by you. It may not make sense to you as you have zero desire to hurt them in any way stretch of the imagination, because we all know that you're not going to hurt this person, and deep in their heart and their soul, they know you're not either. But for the divine masculine, their fear is real to them, no matter how irrational it may seem to you. And I am hearing that they don't believe you are the type of person that would set out to deeply hurt them. But they have a hard time trusting in everlasting love, of allowing themselves to believe that all of them is lovable. Again, and that can come from very deep wounds that they incurred when they were children or teenagers or young adults. And they have perhaps been carrying that large gaping wound around with them for a very long time. This person's wounds need to heal. They need to release the things, their fears, their insecurities, and all of the other stuff that have been holding them back, that have been an interference to this relationship from moving forward. So, of course, what I'm also hearing is that everything that they are going through in their retreat from you and pulling back from you and being in that place of their own mental prison, it has had a mirror type effect on you as well, where you can feel abandoned yourselves, questioning your own individual work. But the secret is their withdrawal is their fear, not you failing. It is not about you or anything that you did or said or didn't do or didn't say. It is things that are going on within them. They withdraw from you, they pull away from you or push you away because of their fear, not because of your failure at all with them. Now, your spirit guides say to always remember, they are running from themselves. They're not running from you. They are running from who they are. They are running from these emotional wounds, which is an interesting juxtaposition because in a way, they're holding on to them by running from them. Running from their fears, their insecurities, and their old wounds and things that they experienced a long time ago because they don't want to stop and face them and heal them. It's actually just making them grow. But the divine feminine, they need to be able to release these things. And this is where they are in this space, where they are working at releasing and healing the things that have interfered in this connection, but also in other areas of their lives as well. Because the divine masculine craves closeness with you, but they are afraid to depend on it, to truly believe that it will last forever. They feel like once they truly believe it, then bam, boom, it will get taken away from them, leaving them feeling devastated, emotionally crippled, and in ruins. They think that by pulling back, they have a chance of controlling the feelings that are overwhelming them. It's their own way of testing themselves, actually, like if they can pull away, then they are not totally dependent or controlled by this connection. Again, more of that interference that comes with this Ace of Swords. Well, they keep failing that test. You would think they would have learned that long ago that pulling away doesn't prove anything. It only shows them that they can't control the fact that they still think about you, have feelings for you, dream about you, desire you, fantasize about you, to name a few things. And this behavior fractures your trust and leaves you feeling hurt and confused. And sometimes some of you may have questioned if they really love you or ever really loved you. Well, actually, they do love you very deeply, is what I'm hearing. And this is not to excuse them, but to expose what they have tried to keep hidden and hopefully help you see behind their mask. You've dealt with these problematic behaviors, perhaps their withdrawal when you get closer, some harsh words when they were being defensive or feeling cornered, their running when the connection deepens, or his silence and ghosting, and that is a terrible thing for you all to be experiencing. These have caused so much pain that you didn't deserve. But you have to remember, your divine masculine is your mirror, your twin flame, but has been fighting a war that has been going on within themselves for a very long time. Now, the next card I've pulled is the Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands shows a clash of inner conflict or inner turmoil, because this person, the divine masculine, is waging a battle within himself. They're defensive with you because you always come from a place of truth and authenticity, and they not have always been willing to be 100% authentic with you. I am hearing the divine masculine are not where they want to be, not the person they aspire to be. They carry shame, maybe for choices they regret, for dreams that haven't materialized, for acting childish at times, and perhaps even throwing tantrums. When you ask them to be more present, to open up more, or challenge them in any way, which twin flames often do, that is part of the twin flame journey, it triggers that shame, and they lash out or retreat to hide it. And you have not done anything wrong, so don't think that you have. This is all part of the process of healing and coming towards union. Now, this defensiveness causes problems, though, because it builds barriers where you guys, the divine feminine, seek bridges. You reach for connection and they counter with conflict or avoidance, leaving you feeling dismissed or unseen. The secret behind this behavior is fear of judgment, not yours, but their own. They fear their own judgment in judging themselves. The divine masculine judges himself harshly, believing they fall short, and your love, so pure and vast, feels like a spotlight he's not worthy to stand in. Their fear is not you, but the mirror that you hold, that reflection that you reflect back to them, the things within themselves that they need to heal, that they need to release, that they need to let go of. They're not rejecting your heart, but the divine masculine is wrestling with his own unworthiness. They run physically, emotionally, energetically, and this is the behavior that cuts you the deepest. Now, this next card is the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords energy charges through his soul. Impulsive, driven by a reckless need to escape what they believe they can't control, they flee to distractions, work, surrounding themselves with others, frivolous forms of entertainment, anything and everything to try and take their mind off you and to lessen the pain of your absence, and to try and keep themselves from thinking about how badly they screwed up with you for no good reason other than their lack of bravery and courage. All those things feel safer than the intensity of you and this connection, but they will never escape that intensity. It will never happen. You may wonder if they feel as miserable as you do with this no contact situation, and even they know you are their twin flame. The truth is they feel it more than you know, so much more than you realize, and they know, without a doubt, that you share a very unique and powerful connection. Now, the next card I am holding is the Four of Cups, and this speaks to their silence, their refusal to engage with you, at least in a positive way. They may seem totally indifferent to you, totally unfeeling. The secret here is that this is not indifference, but about feeling overwhelmed. Their silence is because they are not ready to tell the whole truth to you, explain themselves and their behavior, and because they know if they continue with this negative behavior and words, they can do even more damage. And this person does not want to do irreparable damage to this connection, and they don't truly want to break your heart any more than they already have. So this is why they stay silent. They don't want to take this to the brink where it can't be fixed or repaired or where they can't return. So in a bizarre way, it is like they are protecting you. At least that is what they think and believe. The interesting thing as well, though, about the Four of Cups is that it does come with the number 4. And the number 4 in numerology is about structure. It is about balance. It is about your person finding that stability within themselves that they need, that power and that confidence within themselves so that they can return to you, transformed and changed, loosening the chains that have bound them to this Eight of Swords interference, that prison of their own making that is all in their head. All of their illusions, their doubts, and their fears. They are trying to break the chains of these things so that when they return to you, they will come back solid, they will come back secure, and they will come back making you feel safe and secure in this relationship as well. But these secrets that we have talked about today in this message from the divine are the secrets behind your divine masculine's behaviors. And it shows a person in turmoil, wrestling with their destiny. They love you, don't get me wrong, but they may have been lost in their own shadows of fear, shame, unworthiness, and these things are truly not yours to fix. Your role through all of this, divine feminine, is to keep shining and to hold your light. Your divine masculine is healing for both of you. They are facing their truths, and you must accept this lesson that they must learn this alone for right now. And once we accept that, it allows us to feel freer. It allows us to not feel so emotionally overwrought. It allows us to understand things from a deeper perspective, from the perspective of your soul, because ultimately they need this healing so that they can return to you. And the two of you can build a happy, harmonious, and healthy relationship that has so much potential and power to go into divine union. This is your message for today, Divine Feminine. Thank you all so much for watching and allowing us to share your journey. If you have enjoyed this message, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all of you so very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to all of you listening and watching today. Have a great day, everyone.